Caitlin Clark's All-Star availability uncertain after latest injury. She's only played just over half of the Fever's games and finds herself sidelined again. Good morning, I'm Dan Gartland. I'm leaving today for a reporting trip and won't be writing SI.am for the next few days, but the newsletter will keep chugging in my absence. Clark's injury plague season. It's been a rough season for Fever megastar Caitlin Clark, and it just got worse. A variety of injuries have limited Clark to playing in just 13 of Indiana's 23 games this season, and a fresh injury could keep her out of this weekend's All-Star Game festivities in Indianapolis. Clark exited Tuesday night's game against the Sun in the final minute and was seen on the bench looking visibly upset. The team later announced that Clark had suffered a right groin injury, which comes after a left groin injury caused her to miss 4 games in late June and early July. She previously missed time earlier in the season with a quad injury. Clark has never dealt with serious injuries at any point in her career. She never missed a game in college and played all 40 games of her rookie season last year. Fever coach Stephanie White said Wednesday before the team's game against the Liberty in New York that the groin injury doesn't appear to be serious. I consider it good news, just because, for me, if it's anything that we're talking about day to day, it's always good news for me, White said. But the timing of the injury is especially disappointing. The Fever are set to host the WNBA All-Star Game this weekend, an event that was supposed to have Clark at the forefront. She was selected as an All-Star as a rookie last season, but declined to participate in the three-point contest. She also turned down an opportunity to take part in a shooting competition at the NBA's All-Star Weekend, saying that she wanted her first three-point contest to be the one in Indianapolis on Friday night. Clark was officially added to the three-point contest field on Tuesday, but her injury now casts doubt on her ability to compete. The ultimate decision as to whether Clark will take part in the All-Star festivities and to what degree will be made by Clark and her representatives, White said. Caitlin and her team will make decisions when it comes to All-Star, White said. You know, for me, it's a big deal for us to have All-Star in Indianapolis. And, of course, with Caitlin being a focal point of all of that. As the coach of the Indiana Fever, it's not a bigger deal than our long-term season, but it's also part of the fun. So those are conversations that Caitlin will have with her group. I probably won't be a part of those, but we're going to support her no matter what. The injuries haven't just limited Clark's availability this season. They've also affected her play when she has been on the court. She's still averaging a very impressive 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5.0 rebounds per game, but her shooting hasn't been up to her usual high standards. Her field goal percentage has dipped from 41.7% last season to 36.7% this year. Her 27.9 three-point percentage ranks dead last among the 37 WNBA players who have taken at least 73s this season. If there's a silver lining to this, it's that the Fever have managed to at least tread water in the games that Clark has missed. They're currently 12-11, good for 6th in the league. They're 8-5 with Clark in the lineup and 4-6 without her. They won the Commissioner's Cup even when Clark missed the championship game against the league-leading Lynx. But Indiana entered the season with higher expectations after snapping a 7-year playoff drought last year and adding veterans Natasha Howard, Sydney Colson, and DeWanna Bonner, who was later waived and signed by the Mercury, to join young stars Clark and Aaliyah Boston. The team is currently in playoff position, but only has a 1.5-game lead over the 9th-place Valkyries. The top 8 teams make the playoffs. Unless Clark can stay healthy and start shooting like her usual self, the Fever's postseason hopes might be slim.